Let's do a series of 7 fantastic books in 7 days. However, the first one is going to be a play, but it's a play so good that I actually put an entry for it here on my history wall. King Ubu by Alfred Jarry, or Ubu Ra in the original French. He wrote this when he was just 23 years old, and it came out in 1896, so very early. It opened up later to the world of surrealism and the theater of the absurd. And this play was performed for one night, and everybody was there, like Yeats and all the cats and characters, but the play outraged everybody. It is a absurd burlesque against the bourgeois and greed, and it's about a king, somewhat mocking the kings of King Lear and Macbeth and things like that. And it's this big, fat, ridiculous king living off of his people and what he goes through. And this is the first play of a trilogy. This was the program for the play. And people didn't get it. They didn't get the play. They hated it. They thought it was absurd and farcical and not serious. But really, it was in the great French tradition of mocking the big people. And this became a classic of all of French theater. Jarry worked very hard on his descriptions of what the costumes would be, the colors, the periods it would invoke, things like that. So the king would have this great big circle on his belly. And with this eye to detail and the deep intellectual current that ran underneath this work and through his later works, this play continues to be performed. And there's all kinds of art that came off of this. So you can look up paintings that are by, like, Max Ernst did something based off of Ubu. It still is inspiring artists to this day. And in his later work, Jarry came up with a new type of science that helped to define what he was trying to say here. And he called it pataphysics. And it is the science of imaginary solutions, which will examine the laws governing exceptions, and which will explain the universe supplementary to this one.